The United States prepares to celebrate its independence the only way it can, by having a competitive hot dog eating contest. And that's the basis of today's It's All Duggan Games. As we're on the precipice of the 4th of July here in the United States, we have Independence Day. Now, for those who don't live in the U.S., Independence Day is a holiday where Americans celebrate, well, their independence from when they broke up with England and became their own country. So how does one celebrate such a historic event? Well, yes, you should have people get on a stage in beautiful Coney Island and eat lots of hot dogs, a dangerous amount of hot dogs, on television for everyone's entertainment. I almost forgot that this is how we celebrate Independence Day until during a drive this past weekend, my email went off on my phone, and it was a solicitation from a local casino. And I made the mistake years ago of signing up for a player's card at a casino, and now they send me email every day. But the point I'm trying to make here is it reminded me that apparently now there are licensed and regulated gambling operations that let you wager on the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, that tradition on the 4th of July. And that got me thinking, wow, that's where we're at as a country. We bet on people risking their lives to eat altogether too much food product on national television. And of course, the champion, the King Kong, the Hulk Hogan, the John Cena, if you will, of competitive eating is a fellow by the name of Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut is best known for eating 76 hot dogs in the span of 10 minutes. And we're not just talking those doggies. We're talking the buns, the whole enchilada, 76 in 10 minutes. Now, that sounds incredibly reckless and stupid and dangerous, but that is the life that Mr. Chestnut has chosen to lead. And in fact, he again has been largely undefeated for many years doing this. And this year, of course, he will be in front of the pack on the 4th of July, eating those hot dogs up. But I got to tell you, when I think about Joey Chestnut, I say to myself, well, as an entertainer, as a public figure, we only hear about Joey Chestnut once a year on July 4th. We don't hear about him the other 364 days of the year. To my knowledge, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's not streaming games on Twitch, on Kick. I don't think he has an OnlyFans. Ooh, does he have an OnlyFans? Well, we'll look for that later. But nonetheless, the point being, I feel like Joey Chestnut is probably leaving an awful lot of money on the table to lead a life that's just going to ruin his poor tum-tums. It's just not good stuff. And that led me down the rabbit hole of wondering, well, how dangerous is competitive eating? So, of course, I went to the Google machine and I searched competitive eating deaths. I mean, let's just cut to the chase here, kids. And sure enough, right in the preview, it says most deaths in competitive eating competitions have occurred from choking. Sensible. In October 2012, a 32-year-old man died while competitively eating live roaches and worms. Jesus. Goodness gracious. An autopsy revealed he choked to death. In July 2013, as the preview continues, a 64-year-old Australian man, Bruce Hyland, died after choking during a pie eating contest. You know what? I've read enough. I get it. And I'm certainly not laughing or celebrating these deaths. These are tragedies. It's very unfortunate. My heart goes out to these people and their families. But this is the choice they made. It's a very dangerous industry. And according to here, so you have 2013 in July. It's been 10 years, Joey. It's been 10 years since the competitive eating gods have demanded a sacrifice. Do you really want to go through this? Are you really making enough money to take care of your entire family in perpetuity? I don't care what they claim in the media. I can't believe that you're making the amount of money you should be making for putting your life out there like that. Now, I know some aficionados of competitive eating will call me out in the comments and say, well, he makes appearances all over the country the rest of the year. And to that I say, okay, wonderful. So let's say last weekend he was at the Topeka, Kansas Mid-South Coliseum Twizzler eating contest. So what? There's no way he made enough money on that little one-off indie gig somewhere to really take care of his family. So here's my advice. I've decided I want to advise Joey Chestnut. I think it's time to just get away from this. Get away before the Grim Reaper of competitive eating decides it's time for another grisly public event. You don't want to be the person that's going to be on the wrong end of that scepter. So here's my suggestion. You're going to go in, it's July 3rd when we're recording this, so tomorrow morning, you're going to go into Coney Island. You're going to go into that whole area, that arena of competitive eating, and there's going to be throngs of people. It's going to be an amazing scene. You're going to be looking for a shady fella. Inevitably, in a world now where there's big money gambling on something, on any sport, history is known. Basketball, baseball, football. People approach these athletes and offer them large sums of untraceable cash in return for throwing a sporting event so that the gambling industry maximizes its profits. I'm sure somebody's going to be there. You got to look for him. He's going to have a little briefcase. It's going to be filled with cash. You're going to go up to him, Joey. You're not going to have any conversation. You want plausible deniability. You don't want anyone recording. You're just going to go, I know what that's for. And you're going to gently take that briefcase from his arms. You're going to check, crack it open a little bit, make sure it's filled, and you're going to say, thank you. Don't worry, I know what I have to do. And Joey, you're going to go up there on that podium. You're going to wait till the contest starts. You're going to slowly eat a hot dog or two. Everyone's going to be wondering, what is the strategy here? And then all of a sudden, you're going to exhale really quickly, too quickly. And before you know it, you're going to experience what's called in competitive eating a reversal of fortune. For those who are not aficionados of competitive eating, that means you're going to throw up. See, if you throw up all over yourself during the Nathan's hot dog competition, you're immediately disqualified. And that's what you're looking for, Joey. That big dramatic exit moment that says, goodbye, cruel competitive eating world. I've got a family. I don't want them to watch the old videotapes of what Dad was before he choked on a hot dog, or 74 of them. You're going to take the cash. You're going to take you're going to apologize to the people in the front row, and then you're going to walk off in a blaze of glory, and maybe you can make a YouTube channel, do some Let's Plays, who knows? Anything would be more sane and better for your financial future. So Joey Chestnut, that is my advice to you, my friend. I'm sure you're watching. I'm sure someone will direct you this video. So please heed my advice, and I'm sure things will be good for you. And folks, I hope things are good for you. That wraps up in a nice, neat little package today's It's All Dug in Games. I promise next episode we'll pivot back more into the video gaming space. It's All Dug in Games says thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Boom roast me in the comments if you don't think that this made any sense, or if you are an advocate of competitive eating and have been triggered, and we'll see you next time.